Henry watched the part 2 video of my house heater, and not long after he watched it, he contacted me. He's saying he was coming over to give me a hand. So he's on his way over now. The previous time that he was helping me out with the kitchen sink, I didn't videotape anything that we did together. But now I have my camera set up in the basement. I'm going to try to capture at least a little video of while we are working together. I got the idea of this striker from Henry. I bought this to light the pilot, or attempt to light the pilot. But Henry said, no, this is not what he meant. What he meant was one of the devices that you see people use to light a grill that has a flame attached to it. So I misunderstood. I thought he meant this when he actually meant the other thing, which he will be bringing over with him when he comes. So he's on his way over. He's going to be here soon, and the excitement is building. This is what Henry brought with him to light the pilot. The entire events of that day turned into an unbelievable experience. I was able to record some video of it because seeing is believing. It all began innocently enough with us both trying to get this striker to light. When Henry and I were trying to figure out how to use this lighter to create a flame, one of the things that I was doing was trying to squeeze the button. That wasn't doing anything. I saw this black button up here. It looks like it was pushed upwards. Tried pushing that and letting it go, but it still couldn't get it to work. And what we eventually figured out is, if you look at the very top of this black button, there is a slight lip gap between where the black button ends and the gap starts. So the purpose is to take and close that gap by pressing this button all the way up hard. And then once you press this up hard to close that gap, then you have to hold it, and then you pull the trigger and the flame lights. After that, you can let the trigger go and it'll stay lit. But you have to hold this button pressed up against the top as hard as you can in order for the flame to be continuously lit. Because once you let it go, the flame goes out. So that's what Henry and I eventually figured out, and we got the flame working.
Okay, give me the fire starter.
Now I just tried to click it, I couldn't get it to click.
Let me see.
I'm trying to squeeze that button and it's not doing anything.
This one's just trying to see if does it have a lock on it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look for.
This looks like the flame. No. It definitely has a lock on it.
Yeah.
What's this thing up top?
Yeah, trying to move that forward or back. I couldn't even get it to move.
Yeah. You're right. Interesting.
Let me take a look at the other one that you got, see if that's any different.
Look at the instructions. I'll take this guy back. Look at the box and look at the instructions. And see what they say.
Yeah, these instructions don't even have anything on it.
Precautions, maintenance.
Oh, okay. You got to push that thing in hard. That's what it is.
See if you can push it in and hold it with my hand. You gotta keep it on. Take your finger off the button. No, the other button.
But then it goes out.
No. Keep your finger on this button.
On this button?
Yeah, when you start it.
It doesn't do anything.
See if you can get this one going.
Yeah. You just got to push this thing in hard and hold it. But let me see. I think you got to hold the top. Yeah, you got to hold the top.
Okay, you gotta hold the top.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So give me a tune again, because I don't have it. I mean, where'd you push in hard?
What's that?
Which is he pushing hard?
You push this hard. You see where it's got that little groove there?
Yeah.
You got to push it all the way there. Push it all the way there.
Okay. And then you can let this go and this stays lit.
Yeah.
And then you have your flame adjustment here.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to push it hard. Then the flame adjustment is here.
Oh, so you can make it real. All right. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess they make these things differently.
Yeah.
Because I never operated this on the grill, so I didn't know.
Okay, I'm gonna put the flame adjustment on here. High. Yeah, you gotta push that thing hard. And then you can hold it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this in here?
Yeah,
Oh, that's probably instructions in here. That piece of thing that moved down.
you think so?
It gotta be somewhere.
Well, this
I didn't need this bag.
This is just a card. That's all it is.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
This is difficult.
Yeah.
You gotta get this flame in the right place. And hold the button down too.
So Henry is the first of us who is down in front of the heater.
That's almost impossible.
You want me to give it a try?
Yeah, I want you to give it a try.
Okay. Tell
You
me
gotta
what
get your flame above there. Because I can't get in there. How did you get two hands in there? That is tough.
Yeah.
This wall. What's this box here?
I think that's for the, she had, what do you call it, the
Alarm.
security thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me see. This.
You think we should take this thing down now?
What's that?
This thing here, just get it out of the way.
What, right now?
Yeah.
This minute? No.
Okay.
I don't want to be here that long.
Because I was thinking just put a saw across here
Yeah.
and just open it up.
Yeah, right. We can do that one day, but not today.
Okay. All right.
Because I gotta get back up Germantown. So we're gonna let you get in here. You gotta get your flame above that thing. Yeah, this is the wire.
Yeah.
The
Because I
sensor.
followed both of those wires where they went.
Yeah, but I think you were trying to click underneath. You got to get above it. Now they have. Oh wow! Do you have a little wrench?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't have it with me. What do you want to crush it, or you want to regular?
I want a plumbing wrench. One of those wrenches you use for the big pipes.
I don't know if I got one of those with me.
No, it's a big one. They're usually red, and they have the little wheel on the side that you open up the jaws. Oh, let me see what we can do. We can stick something in here. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah.
We want something that you can stick on top of that button and have it hold in place. I think we could use your knee pads that are down here. I think your knee pads work. Let me see.
You can't use that like that.
Let
You
me
gotta
see.
be wide, right?
Let me see something. I want something to hold this button down.
Oh, you mean to stick it up in between it?
Yeah. Stick it up in between this to hold the button down.
Okay.
That's holding the button down. Now once you get in there and put the flame on top. I figured I probably couldn't fit in there because you said you just barely made it. It's a fire
Okay.
starter on the ground.
Yeah, I see it.
And
Oh, you know what I need?
what you need?
Let me get my phone.
Your phone. All right, hurry up because the gas is coming out of the pilot.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because the pilot button is down.
Okay, so this is what it looks like underneath there. So where am I holding?
Up here, right up here. Right up there.
Right up there.
That's where the tip's coming through, right up there. Right
Just
up
hold it up around here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I just wanted to make sure I knew.
I'm trying to knock the wrench off.
All right.
Yeah, you can get in there a lot further than I can.
Then it was my turn to go down in front of the heater. Then Henry went down in front of the heater again.
And hold it up there above the pilot where we originally held it. I'm hoping the gas pressure just wasn't high enough.
Then I went down in front of the heater again. Then Henry went down in front of the heater again. Then I went down in front of the heater again. After all this time, we were not having any success lighting the pilot. That was when Henry decided to call his friend Frank the plumber.
The real old ones, they got two handles on it. A big one and a small one.
Okay, let's look. On the pipe, say it's got two handles on it, a big one and a small one.
Yes, not handles, not, yeah, it's a dirty gas one. That's your old system.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the gas valve, and
I said gas cock. Gas cock.
well, what's the difference between a cock and a gas valve?
The gas valve is down the bottom. Let's be clear.
Okay, this one's in the middle, sitting about 4 feet off the floor.
Alright, that's the gas cock.
Okay.
Alright? That's the proper name for it.
Okay.
Alright? And is it two on there?
No, it's not two. It's not two on there. It's just one.
Just one?
Hold on, let me look around back. I feel something around back. No, it's just a button around. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like something. Let me see. Bring hand me the light.
Okay. Let me get it.
Where's that?
Okay, maybe down there.
Oh, I got it on the floor. Frank, let me look behind here. I gotta squeeze in here.
You want me to look? I can look.
No, it's a
You
little.
somewhere else, Harry. You somewhere else. You are.
I am somewhere else.
Yeah. I didn't ask you to go down there and look at the bottom. I was just asking the top. And let me just.
Yeah, I'm looking at the top. I don't see anything else. I just see the green gas valve, and it's got a little plug on it. Let me see when I turn this thing. Yeah.
So it's been upgraded a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So any other reason why we're not getting no gas to the pilot?
It could be the gas valve itself.
Right?
All right. It's stuck closed and won't open up. They got to be replaced.
Okay.
And bet you that boiler is so old. All right. Rick, you may think about a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Frank. Well, we're gonna look at this thing a little bit more.
Do you want me to ride down right now and look at it with you?
Oh, where you at? Oh, they did? Where's Bill's house at? I don't want you to come too far.
56 and Broad.
56 and Broad. All right, come on down.
Alright, text me the address.
Okay, we'll text you the address. All right, Rick, turn my phone off.
Off of Lehigh, right?
Say that again.
Rick, you off of Lehigh, right?
Yeah, no, he's off of Susquehanna. You're gonna come down Susquehanna, make a left on, a right on Susquehanna, and come down to 16th Street.
Okay.
He's between 16th and 17th, and that's with Chadwick Street.
Yeah, I know Chadwick is.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the door number.
So when Frank asked Henry if Henry wanted Frank to stop by where we are, Henry said yes. Now Frank the plumber is someone well acquainted with Henry for over 40 years. I had heard a lot about him through their work together. This would be my first time seeing him in person.
Come down, come down.
All right.
Got your light, please. Yeah, I got my light.
Unfortunately, it's really in a real confined space.
Oh, shit. No wonder he said, I'm looking under it. Oh, that's a new gas valve.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's a newer gas valve, all right?
What kind of valve is it?
Yeah.
The valve was a little gray box. But the cock was what's up on the pipe there, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
And that's the old, that's the one. Some of these had another little,
Another
it's
little.
old.
Okay.
Oh, it's old.
Now Ricky can get down there when it comes time to try to light it. I told him something you had told me a long time ago. You can tap on the gas valve with a wrench, see if you snap it open.
It will respond to you.
If it'll respond. I gotta. Where's my pad, Rick?
You got a pad down here.
Oh, here it is, right here.
No. Hey Frank, put this under your knee.
There's one here.
No, not that one. Got a better one right to your right. Your right. I bought that out of my car because that's the one I keep in my car. If you need your light or anything, we can hand it to you. And that pilot looks like it's got a little spaceship on top of it, that little round thing. Yeah, I had trouble getting in there. That's hard to start, Frank. That's real hard. I had Richard using a piece of paper, lighting the piece of paper, because that starter.
These things here,
Yeah,
they pain in the ass.
yeah, and then you can't.
It's childproof.
Yeah, it's childproof. That's what it is. That's what I told Ricky. They make it so kids can't use them.
Yeah, and the adult can't use them neither.
Yeah. And the kicker was, you got to hold it open. It's hard. I couldn't get in there. I couldn't fit like you like you're doing now. I couldn't get in there like that. Where's the sponge to hold get the cock open?
It's right on top, sitting right on top of that, right up there, yeah.
I put the sponge in.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, but we were using it to keep the pilot depressed because we can only use.
Oh, that's a nice light, man.
Yeah, it was his favorite light. That's what he told me.
And it's quiet, too.
And it's rechargeable.
Oh, it is?
Yep, that's what makes it so great. It's got plenty of light, it's rechargeable.
Right.
Yeah.
You know you clean these things sometimes.
Sometimes.
You clean them.
You mean right underneath it and all of that?
All in there, because it's full of dirt.
Okay.
Full of dirt. Why is this wall here?
That's what we were getting ready. Ricky wanted to take it down this morning. I told him I had time for all that.
Well, we could
I
just-
told him I'd come back and take it down.
We could just knock it out of the way, huh?
What is this, your alarm system?
Well, that's not operable, so all of that stuff
Can
is
come
kept.
off, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
can't see shit here.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything either.
Now Frank is down in front of the heater.
You know what I'm doing.
That's the hard part. I couldn't get in that far. We're gonna take that wall down.
And on top of that, this is a millivolt.
What's that mean?
It's a millivolt generator. It's not a thermocoupling. It's a millivolt.
Oh, okay. It's not a thermocouple.
Yeah. Once it light, it gets its energy from the fire,
Oh, okay. Not the valve.
not the valve.
Because I told him it's attached to the valve and that's where it gets the energy from. But it gets the energy from the fire, so long as since it's fire, it'll stay lit. I've heard you use the term millivolt before, but I never knew exactly what it meant.
Oh, the power's not depressed. Did you need that down?
And I'm trying to light this torch first.
Oh,
The torch is hard. That's why Ricky, I had him using a piece of paper, cardboard. Once you get because you can't hold the torch, won't stay lit long enough to get there.
Yeah, because it must be out of gas.
Okay, Ricky, get the cardboard.
okay.
We're gonna give you a piece of cardboard. We like the cardboard,
All right, nice.
and we thought it was out of gas too because it stopped working on us. Yeah. He's gonna give you a piece of cardboard. That'll stay lit for a while, and you don't have to pull the button. That's a tight squeeze. He told me I liked it that years ago. Was it like 10 years ago or 15 years ago?
15, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot smaller than I could fit in there.
Henry,
Yeah.
15 years ago, you're my size.
Yeah. Okay. All right, he's coming over with the cardboard now. Give us the fire starter so we can start the fire.
Oh, shit.
It's right there. Yeah. Vicky, he knows how to use it better than me.
You know, you're going to get 911 to get me out of here.
Yeah. And if you put the sponge on the pilot, that's what we were doing to hold it. That way you don't have to.
It didn't activate because it wouldn't go down far enough.
Oh, yeah.
It halfway won't do it.
Okay,
I
here
hope
goes.
this is not no big piece of paper you give me.
No.
Okay, Frank,
That hand.
oh.
It's not opening up. Not getting any gas.
Yep, that's what we said. It's not getting any gas. We just don't know why. You want to tap on it with the wrench?
It's lit.
It's lit?
Yeah.
Okay, keep holding it.
I am. I'm not gonna go. It's such a small flame. All right, you just barely see it.
Okay. So the sponge we were using, holding it down, it wasn't holding it down far enough.
You think so?
That's what he's thinking.
Okay.
He just tried to use it. He said it wasn't holding it. To pile it down far enough to open it.
Now, which way does go? To the left or right?
It's going to go counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise?
Yeah, just think about it. If you're looking down on the valve, you're going to turn it counterclockwise. That's going to go to open position.
Went out.
It went out? Okay. Oh, well, before you turn the valve, you're just supposed to let it up, right?
I did.
Okay.
You just let go of it. It went out.
Okay.
Okay, you want to let that cardboard again? I can.
I'm not getting a decent flame coming out of here to keep the pilot lit.
Here, you want a wrench or something to tap on it? So what you're saying, when you say a decent flame to keep it lit, you see you have to have a high enough flame
Yeah,
to the
because it's just a
sensor.
little flame, small one.
Yeah, so you need a powerful enough flame to heat that
And see,
sensor to
the
keep
thing
it
about
open.
this could be so dirty in here, you're not going to get anything.
Okay, let us know when you're ready for the torch.
All right.
Okay,
It's not like now. Yeah. All right, Frank, here it comes. Got plenty of fire. But see, Ricky, the power torch, like once it lights, it's got to be powerful enough to heat that sensor to keep the gas valve open. Because if it doesn't heat that hot enough, the gas valve will close once you take the flame. Once you take the pilot up, the key is once you release the pilot, that flame should stay lit.
Okay.
But the only way the flame stay lit because it's burning on that sensor,
Okay.
and it has to be high enough to burn that sensor to keep that sensor open.
Okay.
So if the flame, like he says, you're getting a little flame, it's not. It might not be high enough to keep the sensor open. Now, it might be something to do about that. It might be a way of adjusting it.
I'll tell you the truth.
Tell me the truth.
I'll tell you the truth. I'll just seriously let you think about something, all right? Get a new boiler.
Yeah. But this has been here for a while.
Yeah,
He's
it's
going to be here
obsolete.
for.
It's obsolete. Your gas bill can cut down in half.
Okay.
Because of efficiency. Yeah.
Half. And I would turn this thing around looking this way.
Yeah. And not have anything in front of it either.
Well, you can have a door. You can put a little door in it. But the newer ones are so small, all right?
Yeah.
So it'll cut down on the sides of that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's your name?
Grab my hand, pull me out of here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good
I didn't know if you could get down there.
now. I can get in, but it's hard to get out.
Yeah. Is pilot lit now?
No,
Oh, it's not?
when they even come up there at all. That's
Right.
Okay.
And see, the milli volts,
Yeah.
the thermocouple, the milli transporter and everything, they're expensive.
Yeah.
All this is super expensive.
Right.
Okay.
If you want to try to rebuild it.
And rebuild it, then next thing you know, you gotta buy a new boiler.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side, just go get a new one. And
Okay.
you need some other attention. What is that for?
What's that?
And all this is gravity system. Where's my?
Yeah, it's just hot air rises, right?
No, this is water.
Yeah, it's water. That's what I'm saying. I forgot. Yeah. This is a boiler.
And you don't need no big one neither. That's what you got. Almost apartment size.
Okay.
All right.
So there was no success by Frank in lighting the pilot either, who suggested I consider replacing the heating system altogether. After Frank's departure, Henry decided we should try increasing the amount of gas coming out of the pilot nozzle, because more gas available at this area might mean an easier chance of lighting the pilot. We both searched online for such a solution, without success. Then Henry said, let's keep at it a bit longer until it was time for him to leave, while attempting to reach a guy named Stephon at the same time, Stephon is a licensed plumber who Henry is acquainted with. Again, there was no positive results. So Henry decided to go ahead and leave. As he was about to head out the door, Stephon called him back. Henry explained the situation to him. Stephon said he would stop by in half an hour. Henry went ahead and left, but he texted Stephon my name, address, and phone number. Stephon arrived a short time after Henry's departure. By then, I did not feel like doing any more videotaping. I figured we had exhausted all avenues. I was not expecting any chance of a positive result upon Stephon's arrival. Indeed, he did not even attempt to light the pilot. He was a tall, thin guy. He had no problem at all getting himself down in front of the heater, also squeezing himself between the heater and the outer wooden wall.
The real old ones, they got two handles on it. A big one and a small one.
Okay, let's look. On the pipe, you say it's got two handles on it, a big one and a small one.
Yes, not handles, not, the dirty gas one. That's your old system.
The initial reason he did not try to fire up the system was because of this. It is a rusted thermocouple. It is okay up in this area, but down here it apparently had been laying on the ground and gotten wet. He said it will have to be replaced in order for the system to fire up correctly. He got himself towards the rear of the heater and saw this meter. He read it. Then he said in amazement, "Your heater doesn't even have any water inside of it." He said you are supposed to make sure there is water in it before you attempt to start it up. He played around with some of the valves near the meter in the rear of the heater until he found what he thought was the correct one to open. I heard water flowing within the pipes all around. Then he said suddenly, if you have any moved radiators or cut lines to them, go check them now. Because if water is flowing out somewhere, I don't want you to end up with damage because of it. I came up into the kitchen area. Lo and behold, he was right. Out of these pipes, water was flowing freely. I went back down to let him know, yes, we do have open pipes in the kitchen. At the same time, he was shutting off the water valve anyway. Now the entire emphasis had changed, and by a significant amount. The day began simply trying to get the pilot lit on the heater. We wrestled with that for a while, only to later find out there was little chance of that being successful due to the rusted out thermocouple, which Stephon said he would be able to provide a replacement price lower than what the usual market rate is. Not only that, he was also able to expose that the system is not closed but open due to the cut pipes leading to the kitchen. He said before I can even think about replacing the thermocouple and firing up the system, those open pipes will have to be closed so that the overall system will function as it is supposed to. Henry and I discussed all this over the phone days afterwards. I told him I traced all the plumbing and found out what the exposed pipes in the kitchen were for. One side was to go up to the second floor into the bathroom radiator. The other was for the removed kitchen radiator, which was now sitting out in the backyard. I told him I could live without heating in the kitchen and the bathroom for now, as long as it met heating in the rest of the house throughout the winter. I said we can cut those pipes from down in the basement and plug them. Only thing is, I don't have tools large enough to handle that job. He said he does, but added, before cutting any of the heating plumbing lines, you first will have to drain the system of whatever water that is inside it, which is something I didn't know. I told him I would look into that and get back to him. On a whim, I decided perhaps that lower valve behind the heater might be where the system is drained. I said to myself, there's only one way to find out, which would be to open it up all the way, let its water flow out continuously, then hope, after so many minutes, it eventually stops flowing. Then I will know, just maybe, I drained the system the way it is supposed to be drained.